Hi there, and welcome to Inside the Heart of Trenton Memorial Hospital Foundation. Today, we are learning about the John Smiley Memorial Golf Tournament and what we're raising money for, the Urology Department here at the hospital, and why it's so important to the community and to the patients. With me today, I have Carrie Durant. Hi, Carrie.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me here, and thank you to the hospital for having me here.
Great. So, Carrie, you are the spokesperson for the golf tournament this year. Can you tell us why you're the spokesperson and why it's important to you?
First off, John Smiley is one of is probably one of the greatest guys ever in this community. His son-in-law just happens to be my boss at the OPP, so it's a little bit of a close connection for me. But also in the fact is that on November the 17th, 2022, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, and it's brought me here, and I'm excited to be here.
Oh, well, we really appreciate it, and and hearing more about your story, and maybe you could tell us, your story of, where you started from and where you are now. Sure.
It's funny because you never think you're going to be that guy. You never think that you're going to be the guy that's been told that he has cancer. And I owe it to the doctors in this area, all the people that took care of me through this time. And it's been a whirlwind, and it's been a great learning experience for myself. I try to look at adversity as just a bend in the road, not the end of the road. And I'm so fortunate to be sitting here today, and it's because of Dr. Nick Martin, Dr. Guan, Dr. Rajiv Signal, and my friend Dr. Neil Orzek in Toronto. And then obviously all the aftercare people that are in our community. They took care of me, and so I sit here in front of you today.
Oh, which is amazing, and we are so grateful that you're here and glad that your recovery is going well.
Yes, it's been an eye opener. You think you go into the hospital, you get operated on, all of a sudden you come out, everything's fine, but people don't realize what goes on, the kind of aftermath of all this. First off, being diagnosed with any type of cancer is not great news for anybody. But when I found out that I had prostate cancer, I reached out to quite a few of my friends, talked to them about it, reached out to doctors, talked to them about it. And there's several different ways that you can be operated on, and several different ways that you can be cured. And hopefully you don't get it caught. Hopefully you don't catch it too late, where it's spread to your organs or your bones. The people here at the hospital did my CT scan, they did my bone scan. They were fantastic people. They made me feel comfortable, because really it was an unknown area for me. And when you don't know something, you're afraid of something, and you go into this kind of blindly. And the fact is that I'd rather be sitting here than on the other side of things.
Definitely. That's such a great outlook to have.
And I think the one thing that we want to try to impart to our viewers is the fact that there's so many different pieces of equipment that you need to use in order to service these people. Like I know from the foundation standpoint, we see the list of equipment, don't always understand what they do, but there's cystoscopes, and there's rigid cystoscopes, and there's video cystoscope. Everything is different, and they range in cost from $10,000 to $30,000. But the thulium laser you just talked about for the kidney, I believe that's on our list for about $165,000.
But we need to keep up to date. We see a lot of kidney stones. Kidney stones are becoming more common as the population ages, and also connected to diabetes, being overweight. And we're seeing more kidney stone patients than ever. And as we're getting into the hot part of the year, let me put in a plug for drinking more water. If you want to stay away from Dr. Woods, drink more water.
That's a good idea. And I think we can all add a little ice to that too, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, I think that there's the thulium laser, the green light laser. That brought you here, did it not?
I came from Scarborough a dozen years ago to demonstrate the green light laser, and we've had tremendous benefit from that laser. It essentially allows us as an outpatient procedure to look after prostate conditions. There's a lot of miles on that green light laser, and again, if
is that
you're
a plug
generous,
for another one?
generous donors, we're going to eventually have to replace it, just like I have to replace my truck that has 200,000 kilometers on it.
Well, and you know, we have to keep equipment up to date, because like the green light laser brought you here, we need current, new, state-of-the-art equipment to continue to recruit urologists as well to our area, but to provide that patient care that we all expect, right? We all expect to have the very best treatment and care and procedures. You got to have the best equipment for you to be able to do your job.
You're so right, and we're thrilled that we're going to get Jeanette Johnstone to join us, a woman urologist and well trained, and without equipment that is up to date, we have great difficulty attracting new doctors, and
that's
we need
wonderful.
that.
So there's something new that for all of us to know, is that there's a new urologist joining our
nice,
team.
bright, shiny, smart urologist to join us.
Wonderful, a shining star.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
That's great. That's good news.
So everything sounds like it's really coming together for the tournament. You know, what sets this tournament aside and makes it different than any other tournament in the area? What makes it amazing?
Yeah, that's a great question. You know, I've actually attended a lot of other tournaments in the past, but when I experienced this tournament for the first time last August, it was fun. There was so much going on, and every hole there's always something. And which is great about, you know, it being the John Smiley Memorial Golf Tournament, is that the Smiley family will greet you at the first hole, which is really nice, you know, in memory of John. And also there's different events going on too. We have a marshmallow drive in honor of John Smiley. There's lots of prizes to be won, and different prizes games that they can do at each hole.
I remember, you know, the one thing that I always like is all the hospital games. You know, each hole has a link. You know, you chip into a bedpan, or there's, you know, the mash tent. There's so many great things that really connect the hospital to the tournament and the special day that it is. And you know, and they also every golfer gets a registration gift.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's very nice.
Is always a pretty amazing gift.
And no matter what time that you play golf, you know, you always have 2 meals. So either be a breakfast and lunch, or it'll be lunch and dinner, and the food is so delicious.
Definitely.
Yeah, everyone's definitely well fed, and it's a great time.
It's definitely a day you will not want to miss.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
So anyone that wants to take part in the John Smiley Memorial Golf Tournament, please.
Yes.
You know, check out the website, right?
Yeah.
And how else can they?
They can check out the website, so the tmhfoundation.com, or they can give us a call to the office here at the TMH office as well, or they can reach out to me or anyone else on our wonderful committee that we have. So
well, thank you so much for taking your time today to come and chat about the tournament and everything you do for the foundation. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me.